How does analogy help trace word histories? Imagine trying to solve a mystery where clues are scattered across different times and places. That's what linguists do when they trace how words have changed over centuries. One of their best tools is analogy. Analogy helps reveal how words morph and shift by comparing them to other words that follow similar patterns. It's like finding a pattern in a puzzle and using it to understand the bigger picture. In language, analogy means changing a word's form to match other words that follow a common rule. For example, in Old English, the past tense of the verb help was holp or holpen. Over time, people started using helped because it fit the pattern of adding ed to from past tense like jumped or carried. This change wasn't random. It followed a pattern that many verbs adopted, which is a process called morphological leveling. By noticing this pattern, linguists can see how language naturally simplifies irregular forms into regular ones. Analogy also helps in creating new words. Think about the word software. It was made by analogy with hardware. Once the pattern was set, new terms like firmware and vaporware appeared by following the same model. These new words show how language users extend familiar patterns to describe new ideas or objects. By studying these patterns, etymologists can trace how words originated and how they are related. For a channel that explains words, their origins, and how they are used, analogy is a key idea. It connects the history of a word's form and meaning with other words that look or sound similar. For example, the word analogous comes from the Greek analogos, meaning proportionate. It shows how analogy involves comparison based on similarity or proportion. Using analogous in a sentence. The wings of a bird and the wings of a butterfly are analogous structures because they serve similar functions despite different origins. In short, analogy helps trace word histories by showing how words change to fit patterns or rules. It explains why words look or sound the way they do today and reveals their connections to other words. This process helps us understand the evolution of language and how new words are born from existing patterns. By following these patterns, linguists can piece together the story of words from their earliest forms to their current usage.